Welcome back to Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by IronMag Labs. Make your mark. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Monday, August 28th, 2017. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. The way I see it, once you get past the top 6 in this year's Figure Olympia, we start to enter the anything can happen territory with the rest of the field. And it looks to me that rising second-year pro Stephanie Hammermeister might be one of those athletes who's positioning herself to make a move. Over the weekend, a handful of new update photos were released from people inside Team Hammermeister, giving her fans a sneak peek at what she's planning to bring to the table just under a shade under 3 weeks from today. During her rookie campaign, we saw Hammermeister shine when she delivered a really impressive win at the Greater Gulf States. So if she can remix that same level of conditioning with some solid improvements in the right areas, she has a good shot as anyone to make a big jump in the standings. I'm already on record as saying that I think we're going to see some serious fireworks go off during the prejudging of the women's physique division this year. And I guess Jamie Pinder is planning to be one to strike the match. After taking the entire part of the season off to prepare for this year's contest, a fully charged Jamie Pinder looks like she's finally ready for action. In recent weeks, Pinder seems to have slid comfortably back into that championship groove she had during her 2016 campaign, when she took the Chicago Pro by storm before going on to place top 5 at the Olympia a few months later. This version of Pinder looks to be even better than what we saw a year ago. So don't say we didn't warn you if she shows up and somehow finds a way to push herself into the top 3. One of the things that separates the good athletes from the great ones is having the ability to add new elements to your physique year in and year out without making excuses about why you couldn't get the job done. And it looks to me like emerging classic physique star Santi Aragon knows how to get things done. In his 3 contests this year, we saw a dramatically improved Aragon manage to put together a couple of top 3 finishes, which is a true testament to the kind of work he's capable of putting in when he stays focused. Inside sources have told me that the first phase of Aragon's off-season program couldn't be going better right now, and that he's been making some pretty significant improvements week to week. As long as he can avoid the injury bug and continue to balance out his look, I think he can come in next season and have a legitimate shot at locking up his first professional victory. When you can make it to 3 Olympias in 4 years, inside a figure division that is absolutely loaded with talent from top to bottom, you know you must be doing something right. And right about now, things are looking a whole lot right to me for 4th-year figure standout Andrea Calhoun. If you can remember all the way back to late last season, Calhoun closed out the year on one hell of a tear with a runner-up finish at the Diana Cadot Classic, followed by a blowout victory a few weeks later at the Florida Victory Pro. Earlier this week, some new training footage surfaced of a very dangerous-looking Calhoun, who's now only 3 weeks away from making her 2017 debut right there on that Olympia stage. To her credit, Calhoun looks to have put her time away from the stage to good use, adding some well-placed new muscle from the waist up. So if she can come in anywhere close to matching that level of conditioning we saw last year down in Florida, she could very easily find herself the recipient of a top 10 Olympia finish for the 2nd time in her young career. If you ever had a chance to watch the Kentucky Derby, then you know what a breathtaking feeling it is to see those thoroughbreds come barreling around the corner, giving it everything they've got down the home straightaway. And somewhere out there in the deep dark recesses of Oxygen Gym, 2nd-year thoroughbred Nathan Deasia looks like he's coming off that last turn pretty damn hard in his own right. Late last week, some jaw-dropping new photos surfaced of Deasia just 23 days away from making his 2nd straight trip to the Olympia stage. At the moment, Deasia really seems like he's finally starting to hit his stride, and apparently the sour taste of just barely missing his mark at last year's contest still hasn't quite worn away. But as long as he can guide the ship home over these last 3 weeks, I don't think he'll have any problem finishing solidly somewhere inside the top 10.